Wow. Yeah, I don't think a bunch of people knew that they were about to be at a comedy show, but guess what? You're at a comedy show. Yeah. I'm pretty sure this is our 13th installment. Could be the 14th, but this is a regular thing here every other Saturday at Julien's. And part of the regularity of it is if you talk too much during it, I will tell you to shut the fuck up. I have no filter. We found that out very early on in the experience of this. What we've also found out is that I am missing half of my hand. Yes. And it gets a little weird. So I like to come out right away and tell you that I masturbated too much as a child and this is the result. No, I'm kidding. That would be pretty crazy though, right? Really what happened was I was trying to open a pickle jar and I lost. But no, the classic got me. You didn't find that funny at all. That's okay, sir. Anyway, guys, this is the end of the month. We paid a little rent at the end of the month. My mother-in-law is my landlord, and she was nice enough to give me a 2-month break this year. Last year, it was February when she told me I was a worthless piece of shit. This year, she waited all the way to the end of April. Isn't she a sweetheart? Don't you wish you could leave a note when you pay the rent? Don't you wish you could just leave a little, hey, fuck you. I don't like you. You are unpleasant. But no, to get her off my back, I had to get another job. So I got a second job. I'm a cashier at a grocery store. I kind of like being a cashier at a grocery store. It's fun because people have to come up and talk to me. I'm very extroverted. That's why I'm up here doing this. Super extroverted guy. Speaking of extroverted guys, we got Gabe walking in the building. What's up, Gabe? So I love the fact that people have to come up to me and give me their groceries because it's kind of like doing crowd work all day long for 8 hours straight. It's very fun. I'm not a gay guy, but the gay kind of comes out of me when people bring their groceries up. I'll be like, oh my God, chives! Everybody's buying these today. What is going on? I love to talk. I love to talk. The best part about being a cashier is I have to ask them if they have a store card, and that usually means they have to tell me their phone number, which is very fun. I get to learn a lot of people's phone numbers. My intrusive thoughts kick in. It makes me want to call them at the end of the day. Be like, hey, I saw you got some Italian ice. I haven't gotten that in a long time. How did that taste? Did you have one of the Italian ices tonight? Can you let me know? But I never remember their numbers. That's the problem. There's too many phone numbers. You get what I'm talking about, right?
I do, definitely.
These guys know. Next time, stay for the show. It's a blast.
All right, thanks.
Yes, sir. So, yeah, I love getting their phone numbers. I want to call them. Part of getting their phone number is learning their area code. So when it's an area code I don't know, I'll go, hey, where's that area code from? And then they'll tell me like South Carolina or Wisconsin or something, and I'll go, South Carolina, what are you doing in Amelia, New York? How'd you end up in the Hudson Valley? Because I like to talk. And usually we have a conversation, which is fun. But the most interesting thing I've found is when people won't tell me what their job is. I think that's the weirdest fucking thing in the world. Like, we're all adults in here. We all have jobs. The fact that you don't want to tell me your job means you're probably a human trafficker. Because why else are you not telling me what your job is? I could ask at least 3 people in the room right now what their job is, and odds are they're probably going to tell me. Sir, the one who didn't like my joke before about the pickle jar, what's your job?
Yeah, I'm a human trafficker.
Ah, well at least he admits it. At least he tells me. It's much weirder when they go, I am not going to disclose that information. When you're a little kid, you think about what you want to be when you grow up. Do you think about, I want to be something that I'm not going to tell people? And it's just the weirdest thing in the fucking world to me. I don't know. That's just weird. Anyway, one of the more interesting parts about my new job is my manager. They kind of really stink. Like literally, my manager stinks. This person smells like a JV boys locker room. What the fuck is going on? And the weirdest part about it is they're about 12 years younger than me and a girl. How do I approach this situation? How do I go, hey, you really smell? Because I'm immediately gonna go to HR. So I tried to make some small talk with her when we were training together, and I said, what do you like to do on your free time? And she said, I'm a big gamer. And you wanna know what I immediately thought? What the fuck does your chair smell like?
Oh, man.
Because you smell awful. What does your room smell like? How long are you playing these video games for? Jesus Christ. I'm standing next to her, and it smells so bad, I'm wondering if I'm being hazed. Is this what they do to all the new employees? You have to get trained by this bitch and she smells terrible? Maybe I'm on Fear Factor and Joe Rogan's gonna pop out of aisle 5 and go, you did it. You lasted longer than anybody. Now you have to eat all the soiled produce. Ah, boy. Yeah, we're having a good time. We're getting started here. I can tell. I love it. I love it. I did the old thing, the old switcheroo with that new job is I showed up to the interview high. So now they think that's what I look like all the time, which means I can show up to work also high. It's great. It's wonderful. I don't know about you. Do we have any weed enthusiasts in here? People like weed? That's great. If you don't like weed, I'm not here to convert you because it just means more for us. But there's a few things I do like about weed. First of all, if you get high and then brush your teeth, it will be the best toothbrushing you've ever had. You will brush your teeth for like 10 minutes. You will not realize how dirty your teeth are. That's why I love weed, is it brings so much awareness to me. It actually, for me, they say that alcohol is liquid courage, but that's what weed does for me. When I get smoking weed, my heart wants to sing, and all of a sudden I'm like, are you shopping anywhere? Change the color of your hair, and are you busy? Whoa, 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 whoa. Did you have to pay that fine that you were dodging all the time, and are you still dizzy? It's Valerie by Amy Winehouse. Anybody remember her? It's a great song. And you start smoking a little weed, you're like, I can sing just as good as that heroin-addicted bitch. What is different than her than me? We both like to get fucked up. Come on. Oh my goodness. So, I really enjoy comedy. I've been doing comedy for quite some time now. I did comedy before my hand got fucked up, but then my hand got fucked up, and I was like, man, the most fun thing to do is just make fun of my hand, because it's very awkward. My hand scares the shit out of little kids, but not until they notice it. And little kids don't notice everything right away. They get too distracted with my fun, bubbly personality, which you guys are experiencing right now. It's pretty fun, right? Yeah. And then all of a sudden, a little kid will notice my hand, and he immediately grabs his own left thumb and index finger and starts touching them and being like, wait a second, do I have the same thing as that guy? What the fuck? These guys that own the place, they're really great. They have like a 2-year-old, and he noticed my hand for like the first time last week, and he could not stop staring at it, and it was very fun. So I went to a music festival after I got my hand amputated, where people take like ecstasy and ketamine and Molly and cocaine and acid. And at these festivals, there's EMTs, and I saw a bunch of dudes on acid keep going up to the EMT and being like, yo, I think there's like something wrong with my arm. And then the EMT would be like, no, you're just sweating. So I walked up to the EMT and I was like, guys, when I came in here, I had my thumb and now I can't find it. And they understood that I was kidding, which was awesome, because you would want your EMT to be aware of a joke, right? And then like 2 hours later, I saw the same EMTs again in the middle of a field, and they were like, did you find your thumb yet? So it's kind of weird. It's a shitty situation, but it brings a lot of light and fun to the room, and that's what I like to do, you know? So the last thing I'll get into tonight before we get things moving along, I've been going to open mics for a long time. I was going to open mics in the city for a while. And what I've learned about comedy is it's not really all about your material, okay? It has so much to do with your stage presence and your ability to deliver what you're saying. Even if it's really not that funny, as long as you're a compelling speaker, people will generally listen. That's what we kind of have happening here right now. So, anyway, there was this girl who had this extremely funny true story, but I'm going to show you how she was telling us, and then I don't give a fuck about her. I'm going to steal her story, and I'm going to tell it as if it was my story, because it was pretty funny. And this is how she told it. She was looking away from the room and whispering and kind of murmuring like this. Would you listen to any of my set if I was doing that? And why the fuck are you trying to do comedy if you don't want to look at the audience, bitch? I had to literally lean forward because what I found her saying was so funny, I wanted to make sure I got it all. And it was very funny. So like I said, I'm going to steal her joke right now, her whole story. And it goes like this. A while ago, I used to be a big conspiracy theorist. See you later, guys. Not funny enough for you. All right, anyway. And I got into what companies own a bunch of shit. And I learned that the company Smuckers owns a lot of companies. And it seems like Smuckers might be up to no good. And that's why they have those things called the Uncrustables that are really disgusting, and like they have them on all the Little League game commercials because they're trying to get kids on really bad processed food. But that's my own bit, that's not her bit, I'm going back to her bit. So anyway, so I got into the fact that Smuckers were bad news. But then I got over being a conspiracy theorist, okay? And then I started doing Whippets, which is nitrous, okay? And when you do nitrous, do you guys know what nitrous is? I told you I wouldn't bother you, but I want to ask you. Do you know what nitrous is? Nitrous is like, it's like a big head rush, and you can get it from like laughing gas. Yep, it's laughing gas, and you can, it's CO2, and you can get it from like whipped cream. Yes, Cool Whip, whipped cream. So people can take whipped cream and just bang down Whippets all the time. Just they get the CO2 from it, right? So what happens is when you take CO2 to your brain, you'll sometimes not be able to breathe. So the term for that is called fishing out. Because when a fish is out of water, it cannot breathe. Okay? So now, I used to be a conspiracy theorist. I know about Smuckers, but I don't do that anymore. And now, see you later, dude. And now, I am big into doing Whippets and nitrous, okay? So I'm doing Whippets at my kitchen table, and I'm eating Smucker's peanut butter. And as I'm doing these Whippets, I start to fish out with peanut butter in my throat. So I can't breathe double time, double jeopardy. I have too much nitrous in my brain, so I'm losing the ability to breathe. And I have Smucker's peanut butter lodged in my throat. I cannot breathe. And I'm about to die, and I think, is this Smucker's coming to get me? Do they know that I know that they're evil, and they found a way to kill me? Yes. See, that's a funny fucking bit. And this bitch wanted to tell it like this, really quietly, turned away from everybody. So, I never knew what her name was, but I remembered that story, and I used it for you all now. I hope you liked it. These guys fucking hated it. But these guys are enjoying it. We got some murmur claps. That is my time. We're going to keep it moving. We got a very funny guy who does some very funny things. He is my very good friend. He's like 17 years younger than me, and he was my boss, so you can tell how good I'm doing in life. His name is Mike Poles. Make some noise for Mike Poles. Let's have a good time. Welcome. We lost 2 and gained 2. All right. Oh, we've caused a blockage in our one-way street. The beautiful part of Julien's, guys, is this is it. We're all here. We're packed in for the night. We have some amazing comedians, and one of them is almost here. One more time, everybody, Mike Pohl!
How's it going, guys?
Good.
Yeah, great. Everybody having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Great. Well, I've got some jokes for you tonight. I've got them written down on note cards. But I don't know who's going to find what funny. Now, I find all of this stuff funny, so it doesn't really matter to me. But on the off chance that you find a joke is not funny, just raise your hand up like it's middle school, and I'll come over to you and we'll have a little talk.
Oh, Mike. Don't start rolling around again, Mike.
We'll keep it light in the beginning.
You gotta way up. It's comedy.
Later, guys, you'll miss the first joke. Joke number 1, what do you call a cow with no legs? A disabled cow. That's okay, you don't really need to laugh at that one. You're not meant to. The joke about the cow with no legs always falls flat.
Yes, sir.
What you make? You want that? Yeah.
What do you call a person with no legs?
Disabled.
Down to earth. What do you call a joke with no legs? What do you call Siamese twins under China's one-child policy?
What do you call them?
A 2-for-1 deal. What kind of fish is licensed to do breast implants? A plastic sturgeon. What does one fish say to another on Valentine's Day? I glove you. How does a fish beat the charges on a murder they almost certainly committed? The glove doesn't fit. What do you call a sheep who likes to play coy? Bashful.
That was bad. Yeah, I gotta jump for that one.
What do grouchy sheep say during Christmas? Yes. Bah.
Yes.
Very observant, very observant. Hand for the audience. Okay. Next joke. Which U.S. president has authorized over 26,000 bombs to be dropped on the heads of unsuspecting Middle Eastern people in a single year?
Bush?
Barack Obama! Hope and change, more like drones and planes. Here's a joke for the other side of the aisle. What do Donald Trump and Monica Lewinsky have in common? A Jewish faith, a love for blue formal wear, and according to Bill Clinton, both of them suck dick better than Hillary. Anybody not like that joke? You want me to come interview you?
Let's go.
Everybody like this?
That was funny. That was funny.
Good. What do Michelle Obama and Caitlyn Jenner have in common?
Oh, that's a tough one. I want to know.
More than you think. Both know how it feels to kill, and both know what it's like having a penis. I can tell the back of the room didn't like that joke.
She's Obama's best friend.
It was a good joke.
Thank you.
Have a nice night, guys.
They didn't
On the
like
topic of Michelle Obama, why did former White House chef and strong swimmer Tafari Campbell drown under mysterious circumstances in a Martha's Vineyard pond?
because he had a bigger dick than Michelle Obama.
Anybody out there want to guess?
He had a bigger dick than Michelle Obama.
He was cooking breakfast for the Obamas, and Michelle accidentally handed him the wrong sausage.
That was close.
That's why she drowned him. One final joke from the middle of the aisle, so to speak. This is a guy that everyone finds funny no matter where you fall in politics. How can you tell that RFK Jr. is a real Kennedy? He's a junkie and a sex fiend. What's the most unbelievable part of RFK Jr.'s romantic life? That anyone would be able to keep a straight face through dirty talk that sounds like a 1-800-NY-QUITS ad. That's all that I have for you tonight. Thank you for listening to my jokes.
Yeah, I love stupid jokes. I really love the cow falling flat. I enjoy that. Yes. All right, we have a very funny guy coming up. His name is Ant Smash. He is friends with another comedian here, so if he's not funny, we will all blame that comedian. But he has done shows at Laugh It Up in Poughkeepsie, so he knows what the fuck he's doing. Let's make a little noise for Ant Smash, everybody!
You want a shot for her?
No,
She wants a shot of Django.
we're not doing that.
All right, what's going on, everybody? How's it going? Yeah, thank you guys. You know, God, I seem a little depressed today. It's like fucking Morgan Wallen died in here, guys. What the fuck's going on? Let's raise up, you know. I know. What are you guys, Swifties or something? I don't understand. Listen, real quick. I gotta get right to it, guys. All right, fellas, I'm talking to us directly. We gotta do better. Seriously. I went in that fucking bathroom and that toilet. It's like you guys just fucking literally missed the mark on purpose. Who the fuck made you mad tonight, bro? No, bro, because I'm serious. Like, listen, I'm a guy too, but I like hygiene, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ever go to the men's bathroom and there's just like fucking shit on the walls, bro? Piss all over the floor, and like they just got a mop and said, I guess it's clean, let me get this, I'm sorry. Didn't even hit it with some water and fucking Fabuloso, guys. Come on, we gotta do better than this, man. I understand what women complain about now, bro. Shit. Cause like I'm a big guy, bro. Like I don't use regular bathrooms, but I try to use regular bathrooms, but I can't cause like like being this big, it has difficulties, you know? Like I'm probably the biggest guy, the widest, all right, fine, I'll say it, the widest guy in the room. And if I go into a regular person's bathroom, you know what I'm saying? Like if I went in y'all bathroom tonight, bro, if you guys invited me over for whatever reason, you like me enough, you know, you say, hey, why don't you come home with us and sleep on our couch? I'd be like, thank you. I go to take a piss, and I just start to, I gotta figure out, hold on, wait, and if I go to piss, I gotta raise it up like this, maybe even put it on the wall. It's fucking stressful, guys. That's why I use handicap bathrooms. You go in the handicap bathroom, bro, it's beautiful. 400 square foot studio apartment waiting for you right there, bro. Oh my God, there's an oven in there, you can bake a cake, read a book. It's beautiful, but I be in the handicap bathroom scared sometimes, you know, because I be in there, bro, because handicapped people keep it clean, I don't give a fuck. But what if I'm in there handling business and an actual handicapped motherfucker knocks on the door? That scares me, I ain't gonna lie, because I'm not prepared. I'm big, but I ain't that handicapped. So if I'm in there one night handling business, I'm talking about tearing it up, bro, laying down the law, and then I hear up, on the bathroom door. They're like, who is in here? Because, you know, who else is gonna use it other than wheelies? Fucking, and I'm like, what do I say? What do I say? Oh my God. Give me 1 second. And then I'm taking 5 minutes because I gotta wipe my ass. Who is in here? I'm like, give me 1 second, motherfucker, all right? And then I'm like, I gotta think about an alibi. So it's like, got you. So I just come out and wrap toilet paper around my head and I just slink out. I'm like, hey, how you doing? How's it going? I just got done getting brain surgery. That's my alibi now. I don't give a fuck. It's fucked up. It is what it is. I was on an airplane recently. Bro, being this big on an airplane, you don't want it, bro. All right? Because everybody's looking at you like, what the fuck? You walking down the aisle, I shit you not, bro. The aisle's gotta be way big, bro. Like the side, like right here. This is the aisle, bro. And I gotta fucking, excuse me, pardon me, sorry. Excuse me, pardon me, sorry. I'm tripping into motherfuckers. And I gotta be polite as I can be until I get to my seat. And even then, bro, when I get to my seat, okay, here we go. And then all the fucking luggage up here, I can't put my carry-on up here, so I gotta put it on the other side. So I gotta walk, excuse me, sorry, this, you know what I'm saying? Keep fucking up and rubbing against people, you know what I'm saying? And now when I finally gotta put my carry-on up, now I'm leaning against this motherfucker like, yo, excuse me, sorry. And I'm doing this. You know, nobody wants it. Even I don't want that shit in my life. Then I finally sit down and I just like, you know, I take the rows up. Oh, but I love it, man. I do love being this big, bro, because you know what? The ladies love it. I learned to love it after a while, you know? Like, I always loved myself, but I didn't realize how much I liked it and other people liked it. Like, bro, big women, if you know what I'm talking about, if you ever dealt with a bigger woman, you gotta be ready for that shit. You gotta be prepared. You can't just go in there and just like think like you fucking a regular chick, bro. That's what I'm saying, dog. Nah, cause you know what, bro? There's a difference between fucking a big girl and fucking a skinny girl, bro. First of all, I don't even like skinny girls. Skinny pussy tastes like celery. Fuck that shit. I don't like it. Nah, it's fucking salad platter. Get that shit out of there. Feed it to the hamster, motherfucker. And I'm in, bro. So, cause one time, seriously, I was in some fat pussy one time. Bro, I'm in there. Putting in the work. Diesel, I can finally cut loose. Bro, I'm in there, sweat, wet. Got me running like a turbo vet. And I finally, all over the backside, bro. Fucking black tart, nigga. And then, bro, I'm breathing. I'm like, just got done running a marathon. I'm gripping wall. I'm like, yo, did you get yours? Man, I look over to her and I didn't see her move at all. I'm thinking, damn, I obliterated the pussy. And then I just hear a. I said, what the fuck? I kicked the fucking bed, bro. Ain't sleeping on me, what the fuck? I put work into that. You can't be sleeping on fat girls, bro. You can't do it, bro. They will sleep on you. Disrespectful. But I will say, bro, when you're doing it right, you handling business the right way.
Yeah, handle business.
That's what I'm saying. Handle business.
Handle business.
She eats pussy too?
Yeah.
That's why.
No. She's my wife.
Ah, brother. Well, fucking eat some pussy. Let him watch. He'll love you forever. That's a fact. What man don't want his wife eating pussy, bro? I swear to God. Swear to God.
Right?
So here's what you do. No. If you ever want a fat chick, you ever bring a fat chick into the bedroom, right? Here's some pointers. Right? Here's what you do. So boom, with a fat chick, you get her right. Lay her on the bed, bro. And when you find that fucking that beat, you know, sauce, and you gotta, you know, foreplay on a fat chick. You gotta get it right though before you get to that beat. Foreplay her right, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just like any other woman, they love it. But the difference is, fat chicks love it more because fat chicks usually don't get fucked. So fat chicks, it hits them harder and they love you more for it. And instead of regular girls getting wet, you can hear a fat chick's pussy start to churn. And you know what it sounds like? It sounds like a 7-Eleven Slurpee machine. It's just, and you start smelling the cherry. And so boom, when you go down there, bro, now you take it to the bedroom and you take the pants off. She's already wet, bro, with the icy syrup. So then you go down there, you start rubbing her, bro, and she's laying on the bed. And you doing the right, she's gonna come over. Bro, and when you hit that bean, dog, she just, oh my God.
Oh, shit.
Oh
my God. You need a minute, man? You want us to leave?
I'm teaching you, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Shit is delicious and nutritious. I just took a shower in this motherfucker. That's what I'm talking about. If you're doing it right, you're going to wind up like that.
So
That's
you
my
bottle it?
Oh, man. Thank y'all very much. That's been my time. Take the waiter, enjoy the food. Get home safe. Enjoy the rest of the show, too. Let me clean this up right quick.
Yeah, I think she's gonna want you. You hear that? Hey, man. He's dedicated. I appreciate it.
I see that he brought his own towels. I went to go get some. Ant told me he hadn't done comedy in a while. He did not tell me he was going to soak the floor or pretend to be retarded. I would have rather you told me about pretending to be retarded. Because that was a surprise to lead your set off with pretending to be fucking retarded. Alright, we're gonna bring this in. We're gonna bring this in. I know I can hear someone's murmurings. Yeah, alright. I'm gonna bring up the next comic and clean up at the same time. No, you're gonna help me. Fantastic. Wow, wow, wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow, 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 wow. Well, the next comedian is a very funny lady. She does comedy all the way down in PA, Jersey, and the city. She produces her own shows. They go by Yell Comedy. She's a very, very funny lady, and she's probably much cleaner than the situation happening right now. Her name is Yelena. Let's make some noise.
Don't slip.
This is the wrong day to wear open-toed shoes to a gig. It's alright, we'll survive. We'll survive. Hey guys, my name's Yelena. Hey. Hey. I only go by my first name on stage because my last name is Alachverdova. Correct response, thank you. My last name is so hard to spell, my best friend used it as his password for everything. I gotta address the elephant in the room and apologize for why my face looks like I don't want to be here. I'm actually very excited. The problem is that I grew up in the former Soviet Union, and this is the default Eastern European face. Okay? If I look at you like this, I want you to ask me out later. It's not very effective, if you can imagine. A face like this makes dating difficult. You know, my friends try to help, and they're like, Yelena, just go to a bar, find a guy you think is cute, and give him those bedroom eyes, you know? I'm like, listen, I've seen too much shit. The best I can do is bomb shelter eyes. The other problem is I have one of these faces. I have one of these doppelganger faces. Everybody seems to have a friend or a cousin or a next door neighbor who looks like me. It kind of sucks, you know, because I've always wanted to break up with a guy and be like, you'll never find another girl like me. You can just walk outside. There's 5 more. I've been trying to date. Dating is tough when you don't drink. I stopped drinking about a year ago. And thank you. A bit of stolen valor. I'm not sober. I just realized that I'm not a fun drunk. I'm fun for about 30 minutes, and then I'm at the club asking men if they want to hold hands. It's neither the time nor the place, you know? It's like going on Pornhub and looking up forehead kisses. I tried dating women, but I don't know if I can call myself a bisexual if I only like the top half. That's like going out for sushi, but only eating the rice. You know, the fish is the point, it turns out. I put up a clip of that joke on Instagram, and it went viral. And I got all these trans girls in the comments saying, you should date a trans girl, you should date a trans girl. And listen, this is gonna make me sound transphobic. But proposing a solution to a problem that doesn't exist is the most man shit ever. Recently, a black gentleman asked me out, and I am an equal opportunity dater. But what I do like is a man who takes care of himself, who takes pride in the way that he looks. And this particular guy looked like he hadn't had a shape-up in a few months. Do you know how bad you have to look for a white woman to learn the term shape-up? It's not a commonly used term in the white community, and I'm extremely surprised by the laughter in this room right now. Y'all are a cultured bunch, and I appreciate it. I have a confession. I did just tell a little fib. It's not true that I'm an equal opportunity dater, and I unfortunately do have a controversial racial dating preference. I love fat Indian guys. I don't know why you're laughing. That's not a punchline. That's just a setup. Well, listen, when I say fat, I don't mean too fat. I mean, like, he can still run a mile, but just barely. Maybe he's throwing up mango lassies at the finish line. And when I say Indian, I do mean somehow related to the Indian subcontinent. I don't mean generic brown. If I see a hot, fat Indian guy from across the room, and then he turns out to be Puerto Rican, I'm no longer interested. The body wants what it wants, and my body wants curry, not sazon. I've been trying to reverse engineer where this comes from, and one thing I thought of is that I graduated from Rutgers University in New Brunswick, and there's a large Indian population there. But the thing about the Indians at Rutgers is that they all date each other. And what I need is an Indian man who's ready to disappoint his parents. Ultimately, I think the problem is that they remind me of my father, who's a fat, tan Armenian man with a big mustache. But the strange thing is, my brother also only dates Indian girls. Unfortunately, they also look like my dad. Oh. Just jokes here, folks. Just jokes. It's okay. It's okay. We'll get through this. You learn a lot of things online dating these days. One of the things I learned is that no man is 5'11". Any man who says he's 5'11" is just a 5'8" liar. Because if he was actually 5'11", he'd be 6 foot by the time he got on the apps, right? But listen, I get it. 5'11" used to be tall. Back before they let black guys into the NBA. Look it up. Before integration, the league was mostly Jewish guys. And a 5'11" Jacob is basically Hebrew Shaq. But listen, I don't blame men for lying about their height. I think it's women's fault. We bullied them into it.
Damn right.
Yeah, and I think it's time that we, as women, admitted why we pretend to care about height so much. It's not because we want to feel small and dainty next to a taller man. No, it's because we know that tall guys die faster. Think about it. Have you ever seen a tall old? No, all the olds are short. So to the tall gentlemen in the room, I say, give us our marriage, give us our kids, give us your big sweatshirt in the will, and join the Heavenly Father. And the next time you guys hear about a chlamydia outbreak at the local senior citizen center, there's a 5'5" short king responsible. I can tell that joke because I've dated like 3 different guys who are 5'5". I've served my country. And then I gave it chlamydia. Just for the joke, just not true, just for the joke. I gotta do that disclaimer now, I fucking hate it. I have a complicated relationship with the Second Amendment. I don't know how this joke is gonna go over in this room, but I have a complicated relationship with the Second Amendment, okay? I'm for gun control, but I also want to be John Wick. You know what's crazy? I haven't seen any of the John Wick films, I just think the trailers look cool. And I'm like, that's what I want to do, you know? The problem is I know I should not have access to a firearm, okay? I'm clumsy, I'm not a responsible adult, I almost slipped on the water here. Can you imagine if I had a gun on me? It would be bad, okay? But every time I see a gun in a movie or a TV show, I really want one for myself. I think the way I feel about guns is the way some men feel about strippers. Like you can look, but you definitely shouldn't touch. But I think guns and strippers are similar in other ways. For example, neither one really wants to be in its line of work. Strippers don't want to be strippers. Strippers want to work in digital marketing. That's an OnlyFans reference for the Puritans among us, okay? And guns don't want to kill people, is my thesis. That gun doesn't want to commit a mass shooting. That gun wants to be at the Summer Olympics, setting off the 100-meter dash. On your marks, get set, go. That gun doesn't want to shoot your mother-in-law. That gun wants to be in a rap video. And gentlemen, that gun does not want to be in your mouth on a lonely Thursday night.
Damn.
And neither does a stripper. I don't know if you guys can tell by looking at me, but I'm a shitty parallel parker. I'm from New Jersey, and I was in Jersey City the other day trying to get parallel parking. I'm late for a show. It's Saturday night. Everything's taken. I finally find a spot. It's too small for the car, or so it seems. I can't get my car in. Suddenly, I see a homeless guy walking by, no shoes. This guy starts directing me into the spot. He's doing this through my window. I'm like, sir, you don't own footwear. You don't know how to parallel park my car. But I'm out of options, so I follow his directions, and I get my car perfectly into the spot. This is unfortunately a true story. And then you know what he does? Can anybody guess? He waves at me, and then he walks off into the night. And I'm like, holy shit, this is the exact opposite of getting catcalled. A man provides a valuable service and then fucks off into the night. Honestly, I would be okay with getting catcalled if I found out that the guy just helped several other women parallel park. He gets a freebie. If I'm walking home alone at night and some guy yells at me out of the shadows, hey miss, nice butt. I'm like, hey, you can't talk to me like that. That's disrespectful. But then a woman taps me on the shoulder and says, miss, it's okay, he just helped me and my sister parallel park. You know what? Sir, come back. Tell me more about my butt. That got me thinking, like, what other almost crimes would I be okay with, depending on what I got out of it? And I used to be a bit bigger. Yeah. And I was on the New York City subway one day, and I get on, and it's packed. All the seats are taken. We're in there like sardines. Suddenly, a guy gets up off his seat and offers it to me. And I'm like, oh my God, sir, that's so nice. Like, why are you offering me your seat? He goes, please, miss, you're pregnant. Oh. I said, thank you so much. What a gentleman. I was single going into the pandemic, and some older female friends convinced me to freeze my eggs. And I did it because we thought the world was ending. I don't know if you guys remember. So I froze my eggs, but there's some weird things about the situation. First of all, this is cool. I went through with a procedure a month before the COVID vaccine was available. And I ended up freezing my eggs before I got the vaccine. And that's just a fancy way of me saying that I have organic eggs now. The other weird thing is, there's a lot of men in here, you guys probably know nothing about the procedure, but I showed up to the hospital with a cooler. I thought they were going to give me the eggs after they froze them, but did you guys know they keep the eggs after they take? That's crazy. I don't know where they put the eggs, by the way. They're in some freezer, in some cooler, in some lab, cryogenically frozen. Like, you ever go to the store and there's like the astronaut ice cream Dippin' Dots? You open it up and then it's like there's like, dry ice smoke coming out. That's what I envision the eggs, that's the situation they're in. I don't know where they are. I can't just like go into, even if I knew where the lab was, I can't just go into the lab and ask for my eggs back. There's like a lot of paperwork in between me and my eggs, even though they're mine. I can't just go in there and be like, hey, can you Lego my Eggos? The other part is like, what they don't tell you at the beginning of the process is that after freezing your eggs, you have to continuously pay to keep them frozen. And remember, I don't have access to these eggs. I get no visitation, I get no weekends, no holidays, even though they're mine. But I have to pay every month to keep them alive. Like, I didn't go into this process expecting to feel like a deadbeat dad, but that's kind of where I am. The other weird thing that happened is a few weeks after the procedure, I get an envelope in the mail. And in the envelope is a grainy black and white photo of the eggs in a petri dish. That's gross. Sorry to ruin your dinner. Why would they send me that? What am I supposed to do with that photo? Do I put it up on the fridge like a baby photo? Do I make it into a holiday greeting card? Because I like the greeting cards that my friends send me of their kids and like their dog. Happy holidays. Maybe I'm gonna take that photo of the eggs, Photoshop some friggin' Santa hats on them, and then make copies and send them out to my friends and family. Happy holidays from Yelena and the Maybe Babies. Or maybe I treat that photo like a weird, gross, like pre-baby photo. You know, my son's 4 years old and he's like, Mommy, what did I look like when I was 1? And I showed them the photo for when he was 1, and then maybe I show him the sonogram, and then I don't have a baby. That's that's why I don't know what it's called. And then maybe I say, oh, here's before you were a fertilized egg. I'm gonna traumatize my son when he's 4. He's like, Mommy, what happened to the other eggs? I'm like, I don't know, they died. I haven't figured out the ending to that joke, but eventually it will be good. You guys have been a very good crowd. I appreciate the attention. And I'm gonna leave you with this before Corey comes back on. Do you guys ever think about how many of your friends wouldn't exist if their moms had high self-esteem when they met their dads?
Yeah! We're gonna keep it going here. That was Yelena, I love it. Look at that, you liked it. Yeah, but you're leaving, so that gives me mixed messages. Are you sure you liked it? She liked it, Yelena, she seems serious. All right, we have another funny guy coming up here. His name is Gabe. It sounds like gay, but it's got a B on it. It's Gabe. He's not gay, but his dad is pretty weird. Here's Gabe. Make some noise.
How we doing, guys? All right. Good to be here. I've been in hot water lately. I thought with all the terrible shit I say in stand-up, I'd get in trouble here, but no, I'm in hot water with the AA community. I accidentally said the word pussy during one of my shares, and I had a guy come up to me afterwards. He was like, you know what? Maybe you should stop worrying so much about being a stand-up comedian. Start focusing on being a stand-up man. I was like, why don't you go fucking beat your wife again, Larry? Jesus Christ. Oh, I'm kidding. Exciting news, my sister-in-law gave birth yesterday. I'm officially an uncle. Yeah. Thank you. I was very, nervous when she first told me she was pregnant. I was like, damn, that's a lot of responsibility. And then I realized, oh, we could just tell my brother it's his. That's fun. Anybody here seen the movie The Whale?
Yeah. Brendan Fraser?
Brendan Fraser, yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you guys think?
It was sad.
Bit of a bummer, right? If you haven't seen it, don't bother. It's a fucking bummer. If I wanted to watch a dude watch gay porn and overeat, woo! If I wanted to watch a dude watch gay porn and overeat, I would just turn my TV screen off and stare at my reflection. I'm kidding, I don't overeat. No, dude, I knew you wouldn't be able to tell looking at me. I actually was fucking big kid. I had a lot of body issues as a kid. I'll be real, you guys, we're friends. When I was a child, I had pretty severe body dysmorphia. I know that it's wrong now, but when I used to see those commercials of those starving children in Africa, I would look at them and I'd say to myself, man, I wish I was that black. That's so stupid. Thank you guys for laughing at that. No, I was bulimic. Any bulimics here? I'm probably in the bathroom. I have realized bulimia is a lot like masturbation. I learned both from my uncle. No, bulimia is a lot like masturbation in that nobody teaches you how to do it. I don't know, I can only speak for myself, but I just did it one day and I was like, this is awesome, I'm a genius. I just hope I don't get caught. And then as time went on, I kind of got sicker. I was like, I kind of hope I get caught. That's fun. No, Anybody else, any smokers here?
Yeah.
Yeah? Anyone else blame their smoking habit on the Native Americans? I have no responsibility. I'm like, goddamn Native Americans, they tricked us. I don't know, I like to imagine it was like we were playing checkers, they were playing chess. We had them on the boats back to London. They're like, all right, we got them hooked. Time for phase 2, casinos. Some of you guys over there said you're smokers. What's your brand of choice? Camel Spirits. I'm an African American spirits guy. Newports. That's Newports. No, I used to have this guy. I worked at a Quick Check convenience store, and I had a guy that used to come in every single day and complain to me about the price of cigarettes. So finally one day I was like, yeah, I guess you could say they cost an arm and a leg. Which wouldn't have been so bad if he wasn't a double amputee. Who think a game of Hangman, you're 2 wrong guesses from losing? This one was confusing. I can tell you, he was like, when I say double amputee, you imagine, by the way, I feel bad. I'm doing amputee jokes in front of Corey.
You know my ears hurt.
This feels like saying the N-word in front of black people. I'm so sorry.
Fuck you, Gabe.
It did make me think, though. Because I mentioned the game of Hangman, you're 2 wrong guesses. Hangman is a fucked up game. You remember playing that as children? Why was that okay? We were like 7 years old in the classroom, and a teacher would go, all right, I'm gonna put a 7-letter word up here, and if you guys want to guess a letter, you got a letter for me? H?
Yeah.
Look at what you just did.
Yeah.
He's dead now, and it's your fault. I was on a show recently, and a bunch of people were like, multiple comedians. One of them was like, oh, I'm abstinent, and another one's, now that I'm celibate. And I'm not gonna lie, I got kind of jealous, because like, I hadn't been getting laid either. And I didn't know we could pretend it was our choice. It's pretty brilliant. No, I used to be, alright, so I gotta admit, this is embarrassing, but I'm just gonna say this. I was on a bit of a dry spell, and I didn't think anything of it. I was focusing on comedy. I was like, you know what, whatever, it's fine. No big deal. I don't need to prioritize this. And then one night I had a dream that I was jerking off.
Okay.
You can hear a pin drop in here. I've never woke up more angry in your life, because like a dream is supposed to be anything that you can imagine. Even there, I'm not getting laid? Oh no, I was telling my therapist about it. I was like, what do you think this means? She was like, I don't know, but I'm a firm believer in that dreams come true. So I ain't fucking Nostradamus. I guess I just wish I was getting pussy in it. That's fucking upsetting. No, I was a venturous sexual man when I was younger. My ex and I, we used to order stuff off Adam and Eve. Anybody here familiar with Adam and Eve?
Yeah.
Shame. No, no, Adam and Eve, they send you like a mystery gift with every order, which is how I obtained my my first bottle of anal lube. It's not my thing. I don't think that's my thing. I've only ever done anal once. And let me tell you, Corey, boy did my ass hurt, okay?
I knew you were gay.
It was.
I knew it.
College doesn't count. No, this is the thing, though. Me and my girlfriend were like, she was like, oh, we'd never use this. And I was like, no, of course not. I mean, my birthday's coming up, but we don't have to use it. No, but she was like, I was like, we can still use it for like good old classical vaginal whoopee. You know what I mean? Anal lube, regular lube, tomato. I found something out that day that I think this lady right here knows. I don't know if you guys know this. Anal lube has numbing agents in it. Yeah. So we're having sex and I lose all feeling in my penis. Because I can feel nothing, it is perhaps the worst sex I've ever had in my life. Because she can feel nothing, it is about the same as it usually is. It's pretty much the exact same thing. So I'll leave you guys on this. I do this at night, but during the day I work at an affordable housing place for the old and mentally ill. It's a bit of a blind leading the blind situation. We've got this one lady there, though. Her name's Mare, and Mare likes to call the front desk every morning to tell me that there's Mexicans living inside her walls. Ironic, you know, usually the walls keep the Mexicans out, but, and also, just in case you were curious, I did solve the mystery. She just has Hispanic neighbors. That's all that's happening, but, it doesn't matter. Every morning I have to field this call from a psychotic 90-year-old woman where she's raging. She's calling, Gabe, you gotta, there's Mexicans inside my walls. And I'll ask her, like, what would you like me to do about this, Mayor? And she'll tell me, you need to send down maintenance. Well, that's a little counterintuitive, Mayor, don't you think? I don't know if you guys ever had maintenance in your life. You're trying to fight fire with fire? Everybody knows, Mary, you gotta fight that kind of fire with ice. All right, thank you guys, you've been great. Give it up for Corey.
Yes! Gabe talking about ice, and we don't have any Mexicans in here at all. Probably because Gabe talked about ice. All right, we're gonna keep it moving. We have a very funny guy. He kind of sounds like Beetlejuice smoked way too many cigarettes. His name is Gavin. I enjoy him. You guys are gonna love him. He does comedy all over the place, and tonight he's here doing comedy at Julien's.
What the fuck is up, Millbrook? How are we doing? That's right. Bring this bitch up a little bit. We having a good time? Yeah. I know the polyamorous throuple at that back table hates us all. It's okay. You've been talking the whole movie. You wouldn't talk through My Fair Lady, so shut up while I talk about my hemorrhoids, okay? Buckle in. You guys ever been here before? I'm convinced the Ninja Turtles own this place. Have you looked at the sushi and pizza and beer? If I don't know many Ninja Turtles, but that's fucking one if I ever saw one. How are we doing tonight? Are you guys all locals? You all from the area? Yeah, don't get weird. I'm not gonna follow you home. Maybe you.
You
but,
can.
Hey, that's what I like. Surprisingly, you guys remember Venn diagrams from math? I failed. I don't even think that's math, is it? But if you took my fan base of comedy, the Venn diagram is pregnant women and gay dudes, and I would have never thought that. I guess hemorrhoids has an overlapping circle between all communities. That's right. That Mac Miller and his boyfriend back there have been the best in the audience tonight. I love them. I looked at those guys, I go, what, you're not into fat chicks? I read the room wrong, but that happens a lot when you're autistic. I'll stare at your feet and I got him to leave. That's right, thank you. That was the polyamorous throuple. They wouldn't stop talking. Sometimes you gotta call out BS when you see it, you know? But I hate looking people in the face. That's a real truth. I know, believe it or not, but this shirt says I love cocaine and hookers, which I guess I should talk about this quick. My brother's wife got me this shirt the other day. It is the same woman who won't let me shit in their house. Not because I'm like a nasty person. She doesn't even talk to me. My brother's been married 10 years to this woman, doesn't say nothing to me, which is fine. I work with my brother. I go to their house every day. Never step foot inside. She comes out the other day, I got you something. I go, that's cool. And I look at it and it goes, I'd rather snort cocaine off of a hooker's ass. And I looked at her and I go, how do you know I'd rather do that than talk to you? And it is true, I love hookers and cocaine. Not hookers, strippers. They're massage therapists. They're great women. That's right, I worked at the mansion for 10 years.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and then I worked with children. Can you believe that? Yeah, I worked with autistic kids. I'm a behavioral therapist now. Right? What better way to learn about the human condition than with coked up hookers, I thought. And then I said, find them young and stop it while you can. But I am autistic. That's what made me get into it. I figure it's like playing a video game. If you got the cheat code, share it, right? When you look people in the face, it's weird. I know what your eyes are going to tell me, but your socks can tell me so much more. Like, are you a dirtbag? Do you like spam? What do you got? You're a boring-ass cuck. You got black socks with a blue ring.
Hey, blue ring.
This ain't a wedding. The blue ring top on the black sock
Don't
is wedding.
shit on him.
All right.
Nice.
What do you do for work, may I ask? I hate crowd work, but you look like a blue-collar guy.
Human trafficking, right? All the other guys.
Yo, me too. So believe it or not, I used to ask the dancers with the bar rag, I go, does this smell like chloroform? And they would smell it a lot of the times.
That's my camera.
It's weird. I didn't think that, maybe they didn't know what it was, but I knew if bartending didn't work out, human trafficking was the way to go. And this was a while ago. Corey asked me the other day if I knew a woman. I go, yeah. He goes, that's my ex. She used to work there. And it's weird when you know your friend's girlfriend's stripping history. There's some things you shouldn't know in life. Like, you shouldn't know, if skinny bitches are out, fat chicks are in, that guy was right. But past that, you shouldn't know my weirdness. I don't know, porn's gotten weird. This shit is I don't know, I caught myself jerking off. It looked like a horse crossing the finish line. Like, and I was like, ew, I felt disgraced. I slammed the computer, I ran away, I said 10 Hail Marys. Anything, if you're lighting candles and like getting your fucking toys out for a solo play, that's a lot, dude. You need a hobby.
Post-nut clarity, man.
Yeah, what do you guys do for fun? Probably watch like Downtown Abbey. You don't bust out all the fucking toys known to man. There's a lot of work. You know how much you have to love me to let me sweat in your eye on a hot June afternoon? I'm just standing over you grunting like a wildebeest as you take heavy beads to the forehead? No, thank you. That's crazy. I got 10 siblings. I got 5 sisters. I respect women too much to sweat on your forehead. No. I have jokes, I promise. I wrote a few down before this. Nah, but those hemorrhoids carry half my set. You guys like horror movies?
Yeah.
Remember that scene in The Shining when all the doors open up, the blood comes running out? Dude, it's crazy. People go, hemorrhoids are gross. Why do you talk about them? And I'll tell you exactly why. Because I know everything you could need to know about the human condition, but until I was 30 and wiped my ass with a bushel of grapes back there, ain't nobody told me about that shit. You see the commercials, you see all this stuff, there's no fucking warning, man. You're gonna wake up sitting on a cigar somebody just put out on your ass. It's crazy. I'm going through a breakup. Can you tell by my manic ramblings? Nah, this is what it's always like hanging with me, but I am going through a breakup, and it's tough. We're in an economy where you either have to have a roommate or pretend to love somebody. You know, it's tough. This rent's expensive, you know, and now I gotta fight to get my dog back. I'm like John Wick, like, wah! Kicking the fucking door. I'm like, taking him back. That took a lot of energy out of me. I do plumbing 9 to 5 when I studied. I clean toilets to pay to be a psychologist. And my plumbing is putting me through school. Shit is shit, no matter if you're coming at it from a doctor's office or the pipes. And but now that breakup got me thinking. I was like, I stuck to my New Year's resolutions. You know, anybody else? We're doing a check-in. You stick to any of your resolutions, dude?
No.
No, your wife is like, his socks are still in the fucking bathroom. I've been telling him to pick them up all week.
Yeah.
She pointed, I knew. How about you, Mac Miller? You stick to your resolutions at all this summer?
Didn't set one.
Didn't even set one. I like that. That's me. I didn't actually have resolutions. I just did a lot of great shit this year. I quit smoking after 22 years. That's fucking right. That's a crazy thing, dude. I lost 100 pounds. My car broke down last month. That's right, my car broke down. I walked 15 miles every day to keep my shitty job. That's a God's honest truth.
You didn't quit smoking. You
And it's crazy, you're right. If I didn't quit smoking, it's weird how life comes full circle. I quit smoking, I was able to find this energy to like walk and keep my job. I couldn't keep a fat chick at home. It was crazy. I don't know what I'm doing now. Assumptions are wild, though. You sometimes shouldn't assume things about people. Like, you probably think I say the N-word when nobody's looking. You wouldn't guess that I'm a competitive Magic the Gathering player, though, would you? That's right. Who clapped? You play Magic, bro? No, dude. I ranked. It's true. I would get stoned, and I'd come home from work, I'd play with my dog, and I'd clock out. I go, the day is over. I'm playing Magic. And I get on my phone. And I got an email one day that says, you are top 1,500 players in the world. And I didn't know how to handle that. I didn't want to tell anybody. That was worse than coming out of the closet. I'm like, I'm going to tell everybody I'm a fucking nerd. It was tough news, you know. It's weird to want to disappoint people. Anyone disappoint their parents in life?
Yeah.
Not me. My mom died way before I could do that. But I kind of did. I did disappoint her a little bit. You'll get a kick out of this. My mom wanted a gay son more than anything. And every few months she'd check in. You sure you're not gay? This is early 2000s when it was just on the rise, you know. And I'm like, no, I'm not gay, Mom. I'm not gay. She would every few months she'd check in. And she was a beautician. She wanted a gay son more than any. 5 daughters wasn't good enough. She needed 1 gay son. And I couldn't give it to her, you know? So I thought for one more resolution, maybe I'll suck a little dick this summer for Mom, you know? No, I'm kidding. But parents are cool, kids are cool, life is cool. But do you know what isn't cool? Extinction. And I was thinking of... I told you I have autism. Stick with it, baby. Nah, but I was thinking about panda bears. I was watching this cool thing. Why, you like pandas?
No, because I got autism too, man. It's
Yeah,
funny.
you get it. Like, I stare at people's feet and I don't have normal conversations.
Nothing wrong with the tism, man.
There isn't. I like to fucking... That's why she left me. I flap when I get angry. I was like, where are my fucking cigarettes? She's like, you're 33. Grow up, dude. I'm like, no! I'm throwing temper tantrums. I don't eat food because the color of it or the smell. Like, mayo goes... I won't eat it. I don't like the way it sounds. She's saying, so yeah,
she got
dude.
the tism too. It's
I'll
all
eat
weird.
guacamole only in sushi. Avocado is the only place sushi you'll sneak that shit past me. But why would I want to eat a bowl of baby shit with my nachos? That's
Don't shit
nasty.
on avocado, bro.
All right, but I bet you shit on other things. You know what I love to do that's really
For real.
tismy? I love to turn the music up so loud that you can't hear me and then tell you everything about that song. And my favorite would be like crank Limp Bizkit and be like, did you know Fred Durst? And I scream to you over the music while you're sitting right here. Oh, I love it. I love it. Another thing I used to do before I knew I was autistic, I'd pretend to be deaf. I wouldn't look you in the face, I'd turn an ear to you so I could listen better. And I'd nod. And like, why are you I'm like, I can't hear. The other day I had a customer look at me, they're like, why are you nodding so much? And I looked at my nephew mid-conversation and loud enough for the gentleman to hear, I go, I'm nodding a lot? He goes, yeah. I go, don't normal people nod when they listen? And he goes, not that much. And then I look back at the gentleman and I go, I guess I'm nodding a lot. It's tough, you know how hard it is to be a behavioral therapist. You work with kids and you're trying to correct negative behaviors for their own betterment. Meanwhile, I'm railing coke off my Chevy S10 glove box, fucking stimming and picking my nose and like, Timmy, stop flapping! It's tough. I feel like a hypochondriac to children. That's like the worst of the feelings. I was talking about my breakup and my New Year's resolutions. There was a good bit. Oh, panda bears. That's right. Your tism
Panda
got me
bears,
tisming.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Nah, but pandas are cool. We saved them from extinction, you know. They're so dumb that they would give their kid away for a piece of bamboo. They'd be like, here, have it. I'll take that. And swap it out. Which is crazy, because I'm like, we're stupider than that. We invented the bread line. And I was like, if we saved pandas, who the fuck is saving us? I'm not religious or anything. I guess I am, but in a way, I think God made Bigfoot, aliens, and all the other cool shit. And that's the world I live in. But we got college kids butt-chugging cough syrup, dude. Who the fuck is saving me right now? I knew a dude did a headstand and put Robitussin in his asshole. He needs Jesus if there isn't one, that's for sure. And then it got me thinking, people are like, white people got no culture. I'm like, I've seen culture. It's called the buck chug. I watched a dude dump a bush light down the asshole of a deer and then drink it from its mouth. You're gonna tell me white people have no culture? Sanitary as it may not be. It's just crazy we're still walking as people. We're apes playing with bombs, dude. And that blows my mind every day. But you know what's even crazier than all this shit I said? The fucking sushi here. This place has amazing food. If you haven't already ordered a little dinner, grabbed a drink, please tip your waitresses, get to your bartenders. Have a great evening here down at Julien's. Thank you.
Yes. Gavin used to work with my ex-girlfriend who doesn't talk to me anymore because I liked her too much. And now I'm married and wish I was single and going to strip clubs where she would hopefully be. So I could pronounce my love to her again. No, honestly, the truth is I'll never get in another relationship again. They're a trap, guys. Get out as quick as you can. Jesus Christ. Oh my God, I'm kidding. Anyway, very funny guy coming up here. He has a great podcast called Great to Be Here. And his name is Jacob Gleason.
What's up, guys? Yeah, are we all having fun tonight?
Yeah.
Good. I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit about me. So I recently heard you're not supposed to stare at the sun. I guess that's why my parents never look me in the eye.
Thank you.
No, I'm a Eagle Scout. Believe it or not, I'm an Eagle Scout. People usually clap. Yeah. No, and believe it or not, I am a non-molested Eagle Scout.
Hey, it makes two of us.
Hell yeah, dude. No, I am a non-molested Eagle Scout, or as my therapist calls it, in denial. I'm just kidding, guys. I don't have a therapist. I prefer to simmer in my problems and scream in the car. Anybody else scream in the car? No? Just me? So I do a lot of driving for stand-up and work. So I realized recently that statistically this means I'm likely to die in a car accident. Now I also realized recently I order a lot of takeout. So I'm also statistically likely to be found dead, covered in Crunchwrap. Like man found on dead, covered in Tex-Mex. I don't know, guys. What is the vibe here? Like, what are we, guys? Are we city people, like country? Are we rednecks here in this area?
I guess.
Okay, all right. I'm from a pretty redneck area myself. I'm from a town called Montgomery. Yeah, and we do this fun thing in Montgomery. It's called the Diesels of New York event. You guys ever been to one of these events? They call it the Burnout Nationals. So it's basically a bunch of big rednecks. They get together and they drive their trucks in circles for hours on end. And it's really funny to me because a lot of these guys are like bigoted, but they don't realize how gay they are. Like this one dude, he rigged up his tires to blow purple smoke. I thought I was at a gender reveal for a non-binary kid. No, these guys swear they're all like straight and mighty, but I swear I heard Sabrina Carpenter's Espresso playing while I was there. Car people? Any car people here?
Yeah.
Yeah, big car guy. I never really understood that.
Gay?
Yeah, no, my coworker, he's a younger guy, and he's got like one of those loud cars. Like he'll start it up and it'll make crazy sounds. It'll be like pop pop pop.
That's gay too?
See, I never really understood it because why would you want something you're traveling in to sound like that?
That's right.
I want you to do me a favor and just imagine yourselves on a plane for a second. And you just start hearing pop, 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 pop. You probably start panicking, right?
No.
No? Yeah, well, the pilot will reassure you when he comes on the intercom, rips his vape real quick, and he says, "Hey, I appreciate your concern, but we actually just straight piped this bitch. She's just sick as fuck." Like a dumb joke. No, a little bit more about me. I am the youngest of 3 boys. My oldest brother Sam is a musician. My middle brother Ben is a physician's assistant. And I struggle to spell both of their professions. You know, they both sound like they should have an SH in there, but neither of them do. Words are tricky, man. But no, so growing up in high school, my brother Sam, he was always the artistic one, Ben was always the athletic one, and I was always kind of just the fat one. And I was so fat, in fact, they actually used to call me Fat Ben. Ben being the athletic brother. But no, there's this set of sisters, Danny and Jess, and one day Jess, she comes up to me trying to get in on the joke. She just started really berating me. She was like, "Oh, you're Fat Ben. You're Fat Ben. You're Fat Ben." And that was a bold move for her, being the fatter of the 2 sisters. Yeah, so I called her Fat Danny, and she didn't like that. It didn't go over well, just like right now. No, she actually ran and she told on me, and I ended up getting suspended for 2 days. I still feel like I came out on top though, because you know, I got suspended for 2 days, but she got bulimia. A lot of people say that joke is hard to swallow. Fucking stupid. But no, a little bit more about me and my life. I'm a blue-collar guy, believe it or not. I don't always wear these pants. I'm a blue-collar guy, and I've been blue-collar almost all my life. For example, my first job was working at a nursery, not for children, but for trees and shrubs. And in my current line of work, I cut up trees and shrubs, and I chop them into tiny little pieces. So I guess it's a good thing it wasn't a child's nursery, right? Otherwise I'd be like Jeffrey Dahmer right now. No, tree work is fun. There's this term in tree work that not everybody knows. It's called a widowmaker. Are you guys familiar, anybody?
Yeah.
Okay, he is, but I'll explain for everybody else. A widowmaker is when a branch is like hung up in a tree and it's capable of falling at any moment. And they call it a widowmaker because often back in the day, men would go out into the field and get crushed by these branches, leaving a widow at home. Now me, when I'm standing under one of these branches, it's just called a happy family. I don't got no wife at home. You know, my parents could sell the house, finally get me out of the basement. No, they haven't mentioned selling the house at all, but there have been like little signs. Like the other day I came home, no bed frame. They sold my bed frame. I feel like I'm just gonna start finding stuff on Marketplace. Like my Pine Wood Derby trophies. I don't know, guys. In case you needed any more evidence I wasn't an athletic child. So my boss, he's really supportive though. He's really supportive of my comedy career. He's always telling me I should quit my day job. No, my boss though, he's been doing this really cute shit recently. Like real cute shit. He's been coming up to me and he's been calling me son. He came up to me the other day and he was like, "Hey, what's up, son? You actually remind me a lot of my son." I had the pleasure of meeting his son at a party for work. Non-verbal autistic. And not like the cool kind of autism. Like he's not good with numbers. He's the kind of autism that like screams at dogs. Yeah, so I realized recently my boss calling me son is just his HR-approved way of calling me a retard. All right, well, thank you guys. I'm gonna leave it on that. That's been my time.
Jacob talking about the good kind of autism which Gavin has, and apparently this guy in the front row. We've got one more very, very funny comic for you. One of my favorite people. Her name is Elizabeth Bex, and she just got passed at Rodney's, so make some noise!
Guys, I made a fucking critical mistake. I was like an hour and a half from Brooklyn. I realized I had my fat person pants on. It's like the pants that you keep when you're not like 250 pounds anymore. Make eye contact with me. What are you looking at? This is important what I'm saying up here. But you keep them just in case you like blow up again. I don't know, dude. You know how I got fat? I wondered how I got so fat as a kid until I used to sneak into the teacher's lounge to drink all the single-use creamers, dude. I got fat because I had a binge eating disorder. We were talking about it earlier. You just eat a bunch of food. It was so bad. We know who Joey Chestnut is in this room? Uh-huh. My stepdad used to catch me sneaking into the kitchen and he'd just go, "Hey, Joey Chestnut, big fan!" Listen, people feel bad about me with that joke because they're like, that's fucked up. But what does a stepdad put on this earth in your teens for if it's not to like make you feel kind of bad about yourself and sexually frustrated? I got my big pants on. I'm talking big girl stuff today, all right? Okay? Yeah, I wanted to fuck my stepdad, fellas. Everybody talks about how great it is to be somebody's first. Think about how cool it is to be somebody's last. That's all. This room is fucked, dude. What's going on here? All you guys work 9 to 5s. What does that feel like? I can see it in your eyes. He's nodding. Are you alone?
Huh?
You're alone tonight?
No.
No? He's like, no.
Got Jill and Pamela Henderson, man.
What'd you say?
Jill and Pamela Henderson, the fucking left and right hand.
I wish.
What the fuck are you guys talking about?
Oh, you won't get
These fucking small town boony ass uptown jokes.
it. Easy, Brooklyn.
I don't get it, dude.
Yeah, the binge eating disorder turned into bulimia, which I think he also talked about, right? Where you eat and throw up and eat and throw up. Everybody's worried about you because, Elizabeth, your teeth are going to fall out of your head and you're going to die. If I was a bird, though, I would have won Mother of the Year. Applause break on that one. Thank you. Dude, I don't know, the fat thing is interesting. I'm also tall. I'm 6'2". They're just like not, men love tall women, but only to a certain extent. After you hit a certain threshold, they stop writing ballads about your legs and just start triple checking for an Adam's apple before dating you. And I was never like obese, but I was always overweight. And when you're always a foot taller than everybody and kind of overweight, it's kind of just like being obese the long way a little bit. Hot dog style. Anybody in this? How many of you ever wanted to get like abducted when you were a kid? Is that
Nah.
Dude, teachers would be like, "There's an adult out there that really, really wants you," and I was like, "That's awesome. Where can I find him?" But the problem is like I'm the size of a small adult as a child. Fucking too big for pedophiles, too big for more boys my age, perfect size for center defense. Hang on. I don't know. I'm a child of immigrants. Anybody here? Yeah, one in the back, and she's from New Jersey. That's awesome. No, my grandma immigrated with us. Couldn't speak a lick of English. I used to do like masturbation adjacent activities when I was a kid. It'll come full circle, don't worry. I used to like hump pillows to Clifford the Big Red Dog. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. But my grandma would catch me just going to town on the upholstery, and she'd pause in the doorway and she'd just go "Przestań kosić," which I swear to God directly translates to the word "stop mowing the lawn," dude. And so my mom would save up money every year to ship me back to Poland in the summers. I swear to God, every year. And she'd partially do it because she really was hoping that I would like come back a little thinner. But I get it, because I grew up in a rural Polish area, so there were no stores, we didn't have fast food, we didn't even really have treats and like candy. It was all just like farmland and eating from the land and eggs and meat and vegetables. But I'd come back to the United States fatter than when I left, and she'd be like, "How the fuck did that happen? You could do a lot of damage in a blackberry patch." That was it. Listen, they're not all hitters, fella. Bro, the thing is like you're like a little American kid and you're biking around. Everybody's gonna feed you treats like a stray cat because you're a novelty. My grandma had to like tell the neighbors to stop feeding me because we had food at home. This is just the truth. Listen, I'll get back to jokes. I'm off my game. I also went through a breakup 2 weeks ago. It was tough. It was like a year-long relationship. He threatened to kill himself.
That's fun.
Pussy so good. Pussy so good. He was dumb as fuck, let me tell you something. Stupid with a big old hog. That's a big loss in my book, dude. Big loss in my book. He was like a big conspiracy theory guy. No offense, fellas. Sorry. Listen, every time something bad happened, my pants were fully falling off of my body. I don't care. Every time something bad happened, he would like blame it on the Jews. We had a full month where he was like convinced that I was like a Mossad agent. I was like, what the fuck is going? Which is like, and listen, I can't hate the Jews. This is like a critical difference between the two of us. I can't get mad at a religion with such a sick ass hat collection. I just can't do it. He was dumb, dude. I'm gonna miss him. First date, dude, I asked him what his hobbies were. This man said DraftKings. Sir, horny immediately, dog. I found out that I love a stupid motherfucker, dude. We kept talking for a while. He was like, "Elizabeth, I really like you. Sometimes you use words that are too big and I get kind of confused." I was like, "I'm gonna marry this man." Oh, that came too close to home for you guys? Can't read? Listen, if anybody can't read, hit me up after the show. Looking for a rebound. I don't know, dude. I think the dating thing is kind of a fucking mess. I think it's all a mess. It all sucks. It all sucks. You know chimps date? You know they court each other? The male gets parallel to the ground and he humps it a couple of times. And if the chick digs it, she stays, and if she doesn't, she runs away. Do you know how much more manageable life would be if a man did that instead of pressuring me into watching him juggle at a house party, dude? Okay? You know how much easier life would be? We think that we've transcended, biology and the natural world so much, and then 3,000 people pile into a cruise ship and get taken out by a rat, bro. It's awesome. Maybe if we let him cook Italian night like he asked. It's a ratatouille joke, okay? It's funny. I wrote this. Nobody's gonna like it. You think rats know about the chief stereotype? Nobody's letting them squeak on it. Oh, whatever. I went to Miami to get over the breakup, actually. I got back 2 weeks ago, so I had all fucked up. Yeah, bro, I was I'm coming back with a tan line and a bunch of STIs. Didn't happen. Tan line, yes. STIs, no. Dude, gay men in Miami is the closest thing humans are ever gonna get to wild horses on a prairie. The trip was really fun, dude. What else do I want to say up here? Anything? You guys have been a good... All these are new jokes, and you guys have really been fucking with them. Somebody say they're all good?
You're all good.
Thanks, mister. Can you read? I got a 2-hour drive home tonight, and I don't really want to do it. How tall are you? How tall are you? 2. You're lying, because your feet are hanging off of that chair. And I know for a fact, my feet haven't hung off of any chair since I was 8 years old. I don't know if I have anything else. I just want to go home, kind of. What? It was good. Are you guys together?
It's a long ass drive to Brooklyn.
It is 2 hours. I've done worse.
I do it every day.
Really?
I work in Brooklyn and New York City.
And you live up here?
Yeah, fucking sucks as shit down there.
Hey, Jesus Christ. What the fuck?
It's a shit.
I mean, listen, every time I smell hot piss stewing off of the sidewalk, I think of home, and you're absolutely right. What do you do in Brooklyn?
So, you know all those towers they're building in Brooklyn?
Yeah.
All those towers, I do all the equipment.
Usually, I built them. All of them, just me. Nobody found that funny? Okay.
Do all the equipment in there.
That's cool. How much do you make?
Doesn't matter.
And now, do you live really good up here because you make a lot doing all that shit down there?
Yeah.
You're with him?
Yeah.
Do you work?
I do work.
I'd fucking steal all his money, whatever.
Expensive hobbies.
Expensive. What are your hobbies?
Horses.
Horses? Bitch, I'm a late stage horse girl. I found out I was a horse girl last year, and it's because I relate to them a lot. We're both large, easily frightened, and our fucking families are gonna turn us into glue at the first second.
I threaten my horse all the time. I want to turn you into glue.
Can I get your number so I can meet your horses? She's like, no. I don't
saying
smell.
fucking no.
Dude, did you say I'll say no?
Yeah,
Why?
No more horse girls, dude.
Dude,
Fuck that.
we're fucking chill as fuck.
No, you're not. You're crazy.
I mean...
And expensive.
Hey now.
We are expensive.
Whatever. I'm gonna lose my job, dude. I'm also fucked up because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get fired. Listen, everybody hates their job. I'm a podcast producer, which is objectively a cool job. Motherfucker, when it is time to cull the population and we're gonna start killing people by level of priority, I'm the first one up against the wall, dude. I'm the most useless job on the face of the planet. And everybody's like, podcast producer, that's so cool. I think about hitting my fucking coworkers with my car every time I pull out of the parking lot. Somebody asked me to join their employee ultimate frisbee league the other day. I turned to her, I said, only if it's full contact. No, we don't like that. Spin out. I should get off of here, huh? Thanks for letting me riff that horse joke out. That was pretty banging. Okay, goodbye.
I have great news. I have great news. I fucking hate horses. And I have about 5 minutes on why they're the worst. Please, I'm gonna. So my stupid fucking mother-in-law owns a horse. She owns 19 acres. Remember that rent I was talking about paying in the beginning of the show? All 19 acres are paid off. So we can have a horse in the backyard. We don't even ride the thing. We just go, look, it's big. Wow, cool. It's a big animal. You know what else it is? A wild animal. You know what my stupid mother-in-law told me? If she doesn't feed the horse for 2 weeks straight, it'll just go feral. It'll just be like, fuck it. I'll go find food somewhere else. If I don't feed my dog or cat for 2 weeks, they're gonna flip the fuck out. They're not gonna leave and go, oh, I'll just go find food. You know what else a horse is? Very expensive, like you said. About $1,000 a month to take care of. That's dumb. Just to go, oh wow, it's a horse. Do you know what a wild horse can do? Bite you? Sure can. Bite a whole fucking chunk. And they can kick the shit out of you. Do you know guys out know how fucking... I fucking hate horses. You know how fucking big a horse is? You know how fucking big a horse is? Like 20% of their strength and you're fucking launched, dude. What's the point? We have to go fucking take care of horses because my dad and his stupid wife and my stepsister, we have to take care of all these horses. And they're like, when are you going to put your son on a horse? Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to put my son 7 feet in the air, moving 30 miles an hour so he can fall off. I'm gonna turn the mic off. That's how much I fucking hate horses. Oh my God. They're useless. And all of the women that like them are fucking nuts. And I am married to one. We're not even fucking legally married. Because if we were legally married, she would have to have my health insurance, which is non-existent. So we're like kind of married. We sort of love each other, but she definitely doesn't like me because I have no money to pay for the horses. Oh my God, I wasn't gonna do the horse material, but you've been cool and you seem nice. I hate them. 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 And when we race them and they lose, you know what we do? We bring a fucking cart on the field with a fucking curtain and we blow their heads off. That seems normal. Yay, horses! Let's make some noise for Julien'S Comedy. Thank you, everyone. This has been a great show. Thank you, comedians. Thank you, bar staff. Thank you, JP and K. Thank you, audience. Come back next time, guys. Do not bring a horse.